JCPenney is closing the doors of its store at Northgate Mall for the final time this weekend.
Hello everybody, welcome to Lost Places, and today we are talking about an old JCPenney. Now, this building was a part of Northgate Mall, which is a mall in Hixon, Tennessee, not far away from Chattanooga, Tennessee. And currently, the building is being used for something. Of course, I have no idea what it is. It's not advertised on Google Maps, it's not advertised anywhere. I think it's being used for storage or something, maybe, perhaps. I don't really know. But that didn't deter me, so I just decided to go. If you do know what's doing it, though, please tell me in the comments below. I'd really like to know what is in there. So, let's get to the history of the building. The store opened on March 15th, 1972, the same day as Northgate Mall. Now, this store is very 70s aesthetic, and it's still kind of retained that into the later days of its operation. And you could tell that by the exterior, like when we look at it later, and from some of the footage you're probably seeing now. It was one of the more important stores for the mall because Northgate originally only had 3 anchor stores, and JCPenney was one of the second biggest, and it brought a lot of publicity and people to the mall in its heyday. Now, in the early 2010s, JCPenney was not doing too good, so they decided to close 33 locations, and after 42 years, this location was one of them. So, in 2014, the location closed permanently. And from there, the building sat there, witnessing the closing of 2 other anchor stores and the destruction of one of them. Like I said in the beginning, the building has been used for storage or something, I'm not sure, but I'm not sure what that is, so I'm not really think it's that big of a deal. They did work on the building from the inside, but the outside is still very destroyed and has plants growing in it and all types of other interesting things. So, I guess it's abandoned, I guess you could call it. I'm not sure. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and film this location, and yeah, I guess we'll see you at the end of this video. Here we are at Northgate Mall. This is a JCPenney that closed in 2013. I have no idea what this is supposed to look like, so let's just have a look. There's plants growing out of the roof. That's crazy. This is the definity, I don't know if that's the right term, but the definition of 1980s and 90s architecture. What was that? Can't see in there, just like it was last time. Oh, gosh. Oh, look, the doors are open now. Let's see in JCPenney for the first time. Customer service. Interesting. For assistance, call Luma Design Sound Force. Don't try to get in, I wouldn't, after hearing that sound. There is? That's creepy. That means this is being used for something of some kind. Obviously, though, whoever's using this doesn't care. I always find these anchor stores kind of interesting. Looks like they didn't remodel it though. Like inside. Still had the customer service sign and stuff. This is kind of cool. These like planters and stuff. And I guess that's how you get into the storage over there. Interesting. Coming along the side of it, looks like they are currently renovating it, so obviously we're not getting in today, but it's fine. Either a planter or a trash can. That's a trash can for sure. I don't know if these are original or not.
I think they're using this for storage for the
Spirit?
no, for the other thing, the thing they're building.
Oh.
Because if you look in there, it's like there's like a bunch of new stuff, but it's all like stacked up. Like those chairs were stacked up. Everything's just like in there. I think.
So you're saying that this could possibly be used for BJ's Wholesale Club
Yes.
currently?
Yes. Because whenever they're ready to open that, then all they have to do is move all the stuff from over here to over there, and then because that place is obviously huge.
I wish I could get a closer view of those tiles. That's cool. It's something you don't see in more modern buildings. What are these? Like, these are the lights, I would assume, that were in the parking lot where BJ's was built. Not new lights, I think. I think those are old lights. I guess we'll have to come around towards the Spirit Halloween side. So there's the Spirit right there. And along here, I'm gonna actually come out a little bit so that you could see the building in its entirety, because I think there's an open door into a kitchen. That's interesting. Music. And over here is our final entrance, which seems to be shut up. It could just be open. I just don't hear anything or see anything. And that is completely covered up. Yep, it's shut up for sure. And it looks like... I know. You can still see in there though. That's kind of weird. It looks like they've completely gutted it almost. Maybe there's a secret society in there that we don't know about. And that would be what's left of JCPenney over the past of... The only cool thing about this JCPenney is the outside of it. That is really epic. I guess we'll look at Spirit Halloween next, maybe. So there's the JCPenney at Northgate Mall in Hixon, Tennessee. We will see you in the next video, and goodbye.